Welcome back, curious travelers. Today, I will be ranking every US state I have been to, all 10 in my lifetime, so let's go ahead and jump right into this one. Starting out this video, we have number 10, Louisiana. So here's the thing, I have nothing against the state of Louisiana. I thought it was a nice state, but the thing is, I went when I was really young, so I don't remember much of it. And it wasn't like the Baton Rouge or New Orleans part, it was more like the Shreveport. Because we were visiting relatives at the time, but like I said, it was really young. I really cannot remember any of it, so just purely off of that, it's going in the 10th spot. Sorry, Louisiana, I can't wait to go back and give you another chance, so and maybe it will be higher on this list next time. Okay, so next up we got number 9, which will be the Bluegrass State, home of KFC and the Kentucky Derby, Kentucky. I actually visited Kentucky a year ago, as I'm recording this video, so pretty fresh. It was my 9th state I went to, and it's actually, funny enough, 9 on this list. So I was in Kentucky for the 2024 total solar eclipse, which happened last April, and I went to Owensboro, Kentucky, about right over there, right on the Ohio River, which was pretty nice, but I only went through about western Kentucky, maybe through Bowling Green and Owensboro. That was really it. And other than that, I had a really fun time in Kentucky, but other than that, I can't really think of a reason to put any higher, but I cannot wait to go back and explore the eastern part of the state too. So, okay, so now for number 8 out of 10 on this list, we have Mississippi. I recently visited, my most recent trip to Mississippi was last summer. I visited Oxford, Mississippi, to check out the University of Mississippi, or aka Ole Miss. So that was a really fun trip. You'll probably be seeing some footage of that just right now. And I really liked it. I would say I liked it more the first time than I did the second time. The first time I went was back in, I think it was 2022. Yeah, it was 2022. Definitely liked it more the first time, I think, than the second time. But still, it gets a very respectable 8th on this list, so. At number 7 on this list, we have a state I've not visited in quite a while, but it's still so high on my list from the memories from that state. We have number 7, South Carolina. I really like South Carolina. I went to Charleston, which is really cool and historical. Definitely considered one of the best places in the entire state. Went maybe 10 years ago, so some details are fuzzy, but I remember we went to the aquarium and we also took a ferry to Fort Sumter, which was really cool. But yeah, I think I really like South Carolina. I really want to go back, explore more of the state. But yeah, but I'd say it was really cool and definitely underrated, and I can't wait to go back. Next up, coming in at number 6, rounding out the bottom 5 on this list, we have number 6, Indiana. I went to Indiana for the solar eclipse trip, same trip as the Kentucky one. But yeah, those were my 9th and 10th states. Still one of the best times of my entire life. Cannot believe that was a year ago. But yeah, definitely one of my favorite states. We went to a really small town called Newburgh, Indiana, which was really cool and charming. We also had we also went to Angel Mounds State Park to watch the solar eclipse, which was really cool. And I think Indiana is really underrated, and I cannot wait to go back because I loved it so much. Okay, coming in our number 5 spot, we have Alabama. Sweet Home Alabama comes at number 5. Now, I know you're probably thinking that, why would you want to visit Alabama? You know, it's terrible. All those bad stuff you hear about online about Alabama, it definitely gets way too much hate. Holy cow, is it a beautiful state. It compares to Georgia and Tennessee in natural beauty. It is just amazing. I've been basically all over the state. Been there so many times. It is so underrated, and I really encourage you to visit if you can, because you will not regret it. Wow, I've been to Huntsville, I've been to Birmingham, Montgomery, Mobile, Tuscaloosa, the 5 biggest cities I've been there. All are pretty nice, and I definitely encourage you to visit Alabama. So next up on our list, we have number 4, entering the top 4 now, is the Golden State, California. Now, I did go to California back in 2013. Again, I was really young, so I don't remember everything, but we went to San Diego and Anaheim, around that area, and also we went to Disneyland. Holy cow, I just have so many fond memories of California, especially Disneyland, because that was just insane. what if just like my best memories of all time, even though I was like don't remember it much, I remember still a good amount, I would say, for being like really young. And I gotta admit, it's definitely boosted California up to like the number 4 spot on this list. So yeah, California, you ranked pretty high. Now let's get on to the next one. And now we are entering the top 3. So these are like just my top 3 favorite of all time of the ones I've been to. Holy cow, there's some good ones here, but number 3 has to go to the Peach State, Georgia. I really like Georgia. I go to Georgia pretty often. It's really pretty in terms of scenery, especially like if you're driving to like Chattanooga, Tennessee, you get like the really pretty part of northern Georgia that is like just wow. You can also, see like I think like rock cities over there. That's always pretty cool. Dalton is a nice area. Obviously Atlanta is a really cool urban area. If you just really like metropolitan areas, Atlanta is definitely the place to go. Savannah is also really nice. I haven't been to Savannah, but I know it's really nice there. And yeah, Georgia is just a really nice state. So, alright, let's go on to the next one. Okay, we've entered our top 2, definitely my top 2 favorite states I've ever been to. And entering at number 2, we have the Sunshine State itself, Florida. Now, I really enjoy the Florida Panhandle. That's like the only part of the state I've been to. But still, it is so nice. The white sand beaches and the Emerald Coast. I really like Destin, Florida. That place is really nice. Gotta go check it out. Really underrated. But yeah, man, Florida is just awesome. I'm going back in May, so might upload a vlog of that in case you guys want to see more of Destin, Florida. And yeah, definitely a really awesome state. Super hyped to go back. And yeah, just talking about it, it's getting me really excited. And now we can finally go on to number 1, the long-awaited number 1 on this list. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, we have finally gotten to that point. Are you guys ready to hear my number 1 favorite state that I've been to out of the 10 that I visited in the US? Go ahead and lock your answers down in the comments down below. I'll be excited to read those later. But now our long-awaited number 1 state on this list will be the volunteer state, Tennessee. And man, what to say about Tennessee other than I love it. Tennessee is just awesome. I love Nashville. I love Chattanooga. I love Gatlinburg. Been to Knoxville before. I've been to Memphis. Basically those 5 cities, but I just mean, holy cow. I mean, it's just gorgeous. The natural scenery is really unmatched and really underrated state. Definitely give Tennessee a chance, especially if you're looking for a fun place to go, because it will never disappoint. Nashville is always fun. Chattanooga, I love the aquarium over there. Knoxville is pretty cool, so is Memphis. But I mean, Gatlinburg was so cool. I went like 2019. Holy cow, that was amazing. I was like surrounded by mountains. The Smoky Mountains, actually, which is, fun fact, the most visited national park in the United States. But man, Tennessee is awesome. Basically, we go like once a year to Tennessee, but I'm so looking forward to going back. And yeah, Tennessee is probably my favorite state, so we'll see if you got it right in the comments. And with that, I have every state that I have ever been to ranked from worst to best. Now remember, no disrespect for these states that were ranked low. I love all these states. It's like Louisiana, I cannot remember like a single thing about, so that's the only reason why I was number 10. I can't wait to go back to any of these states, and just keep going. I've only mainly been around the southeastern United States, I know, but definitely trying to work on that and go to more states. And I also want you guys to go to 50 states, because I know in terms of travel, people will talk about going to Europe or going to Asia or just other places, exotic places in the world. But I myself am definitely a firm believer in traveling to all 50 states. It is my life's goal at this point. I'm 1/5 of the way there, so I just want to encourage all of you out there to keep traveling. And remember, don't sleep on the US. The US is beautiful, and each state is just like a completely different country almost. So always make sure to give a state a chance, no matter how much hate they get online. Take Alabama, for example. I love that state, but it gets a lot of hate online. But do not judge a book by its cover is the moral of that story. And yeah, just go and take your time. Make sure to travel, and I'll see you guys next time. Good luck, travelers.